Good morning and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Sasha, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Sasha's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and motivations that we give while we're working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot training leash, and he's going to keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. And the correction that we give is a tug and release on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Sasha has been fitted with her own personal training collar, and we will show you how to properly put that collar on and use it during your one-on-one lesson. Now Sasha is sitting very nicely on Fred's left-hand side, which is where all of our obedience training takes place. The first command that they're going to demonstrate for you is heeling, and heeling is proper walking on a leash. Fred and Sasha take off doing that now, and the command that you're going to give is Sasha heel, and you're going to start walking, and Sasha should then fall in line heeling appropriately on your left hand side. We've also gone ahead and incorporated an automatic sit into our heeling exercise, which means anytime that you stop walking, she should sit nicely right there at your left heel position. When walking with Sasha, she should be heeling at your pace, and she should not be lagging behind on the leash, nor should she be lunging ahead and pulling. If she is to do so, tell her no, give her a tug and release on that training collar, and repeat the heel command. The next command they're going to demonstrate is the stay command, and it's a hand and a voice command. Use the open flat of your left palm in front of her muzzle and the one-word command to stay, and walk out to the end of your training leash. Now she should remain seated in this position and should not break. This is a great command to practice often to help build up her ability to sit and stay for longer periods of time. When practicing at home, start at 1 minute and increase your intervals, working up to a total of 3 minutes for your long sit stay. When Fred returns back, he's going to walk all the way around her, behind her, counterclockwise, returning to heel position with Sasha directly on his left-hand side. Great job, and they're going to demonstrate their heel sit and stay for you again. Automatic sit. Now if she does not automatically sit for you, tell her no, and repeat the command to sit, and if need be, give her a correction on her collar. So Fred leaves her another sit stay out to the end of the leash. This time they're going to demonstrate the come or the recall command. Call Sasha in using her name and a happy voice. She should then come in and sit directly in front of you. Great job. And then have an exercise called the finish, where she returns to heel position by heeling around the back of you, returning to your left hand side, sitting nicely, and they're going to demonstrate that again. Once again, leave her in a sit stay, walk out to the end of your training leash, call her in using her name and a happy tone. When she comes in, make sure that she sits nicely, good job, and then heel her around the back of you, turning her to your left hand side where she should sit. Good girl. When working Sasha through her commands and when she's completing them appropriately for you, let her know so by using lots of positive reinforcement, whether it's physical praise and telling her she's a good, petting her, or verbally praising her and telling her she's a good girl. The next command they're going to demonstrate for you is the first of our down commands. It's the down from a heel position. Use the open flat of your left palm, but straight down towards the ground, and the one-word command to down. Then give her that stay command and walk out to the end of your leash again. And with the down stay, she should remain laying down in this position and should not break. You want to make sure that you're practicing this command often as well to help build up her ability to down stay for longer periods of time. This is good for self-control and maturity development. And when practicing at home, start at 3 minutes and increase your intervals, working up to a total of 5 minutes for your long down stay. Again, Fred's walking all the way around her, behind, counterclockwise, so that she is directly on his left-hand side again. He's going to heel her out of that. Good girl. This is a good time to remind you that you should be setting aside about 15 to 20 minutes every day to work Sasha through her obedience commands, as well as incorporating them into your general activities throughout the day. They're demonstrating that down command again. Open flat of your left palm, straight down towards the ground. The one-word command to down. And before you walk away, tell her to stay. And this time they're going to demonstrate the come command from the down position.
Good girl, come.
Now she didn't sit right away, so Fred's giving her a tug and release. Told her no, gave her a tug and release on that training collar. And told her to sit. Then she followed through. Good girl. She's slightly distracted by a scent on the floor here. But we work her right through it. It's important to be consistent and make sure she follows through with your commands, even if you have to use a correction. So now they're going to be demonstrating the second of our down command, which is a down from a distance. Leave Sasha in a sit stay, walk out to the end of the leash, and from the end of the leash, use your right hand to give the down command.
Down.
Good.
Sasha, come.
And Fred's demonstrating that come command for you again so that we can show you she can do it on her own. Good girl. It's important to let her end on a successful note, give her a chance to complete the command that you had to correct her through on her own. So that's why Fred went ahead and demonstrated that for you again.
Stay.
Now what they are demonstrating for you is a small sample of our advanced off-leash training. If you are very diligent with her training and you follow through with it, and she's completing all of her commands for you, you'll be able to eventually drop the leash and slowly increase the amount of distance between yourself and Sasha during your training sessions. This is not something that we recommend right away when she comes home. Do use your leash and collar, but consistency will lead you to letting you drop the leash in the future to advance her training. We've demonstrated for you today all the obedience commands that Sasha has learned here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Sasha, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.